Thank you for tuning into the Disclosures with Peter the Insider and Jessica Arael Marrocco. Peter is the director of the 12th Division of the ACIO, Advanced or Alien Contact Intelligence Organization. Jessica is a galactic liaison and interdimensional seer. Together, they will discuss the most current updates from the ACIO, Council of Five, and other extraterrestrial sources. Make sure to post your questions and comments below. Disclosures, insider intel that keeps you updated with planetary changes.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We have another show with Peter the Insider, more updates relating to what is going on the planet and some of these mysterious questions regarding UFOs, unidentified objects, flying objects in particular. And we are finding out that these types of problems are happening in other regions of the world, including Kiev and Romania. So without any further delay, we're going to join with Peter and have an additional discussion about, or more of an update from the ACIO.
Yes. Hello, Jessica. So thank you for giving me another opportunity to be on your channel. First things first, because we need to make it, let's say, some sort of timeline. What happened was it was what, Tuesday? What it was Tuesday 14th, right? The Air Moldova want to make a regular flight about Romania. What was strictly declined, let's say it that way, by air defense. And the question is, once they questioned what is the reason, there is like, no, there is none of this is your business. And of course, people from Europe authorities, they started to ask, and it appeared in local media that local residents from rural areas, that they saw balloon, but this is the problem. It was only balloon, right? Yeah. And this is the problem. Yeah, balloon. But this is the stuff. Romania scrambles fighter jets balloon. But this is not true, because they were not Romanian jet fighters. Those jet fighters were those jet fighters were hypersonic jet fighters SR-71. They should be out of service for what, like 24 years, and I'm like, what? How in the world something like that can happen? It doesn't make any sense. Do you know what I mean?
So the vehicle that they used should have been more up to date. Instead, they were using an older one.
The airplane, yeah.
The airplane, yes, the jet.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But then there is a problem. let's say, another problem, that this was not, let's call it standard SR-71, but some sort of very highly enhanced and advanced SR-71s, and that's the problem. Like, how in the world someone will make, I mean, invest tremendous amounts of money into something what should be, you know, let's say in museum for more than 20 years. It doesn't make any sense.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yep, I do.
So this is it. This is the first problem. Second problem is the same situation. I don't want to say same situation, but very similar situation occur in Moldova. So they are neighbor states. I mean, Romania and Moldova. This stuff happened in the morning. I'm talking about in Romania. Then this happened approximately at noon in Moldova. So this is two incidents. It's absolutely crazy what is going on. It is Balkan region. And then boom, February 14th. And then next day, February 15 over Kiev. But that kind of crazy technology nobody can have. Nobody can have. And they are saying it was spy balloon. It wasn't. It was not. And that's my question. What the heck is going on here? I don't know what is going on. It is some sort of, let's call it wormhole. They are maintaining a very unpredictable, I don't want to say, not thick, how we can call it, bleed truths, or let's call it some sort of, not bleed truths. Yeah, technically it is bleed truths, but some sort of non-wise, because it's time-wise, it's time space-wise, whatever. I don't know how can we call it. It doesn't make any sense.
But someone actually, we had a discussion about this yesterday regarding what's going on in Romania, and part of it is that I think that there was something related to abductions as well, because it happened to the people that noticed it were out kind of away from the cities in more rural areas.
Yep.
And it's also, you know, some other types of activities, but people have brought up the Busegi Mountains as actually maybe the spacecrafts could have come from there. Yes, created the anomalies.
There is one thing that those people, there is lack of, you know, lack of, how we can say it, education. Maybe people cannot describe the object such well, you know, that's the problem. But from my point of view, time anomaly or space anomaly or whatever, I don't know. But the problem, definitely, it's wormhole, it's problem. What we know, China created wormhole. In the first place, or let's say not first place, my bad, first steps or first phases, Russia, my bad. Soviet Union benefits from it. Very, very good. But then, once they got it, like, oh my God, what is going on? This doesn't make any sense. This is good. They completely stepped out. But China is doing, I know this is unprofessional, this phrase, but China is doing whatever they want because they are doing, quote in quotes, literally it is doing bananas. That means the wormhole is doing whatever it wants.
Right, it's out of control.
Yes, it is going.
And highly volatile or active is.
Yes,
is
it is
another way
not
to say it.
active. It is hyperactive, and
Right.
I am like, yeah, this is not gonna end well, and I am afraid that the question is not if. The question stands only when the whole, not I don't know, Earth or Earth and Moon, but the whole solar system will be sucked by one path, or let's say one. Do you know what I mean? How can I say, the one tentacle of wormhole? And I'm like, yeah.
Well, there was an article that talked about the sun having, like, a piece of the sun came off or something really bizarre.
Do you know what? Actually, I will be. Yes, this will be super bizarre. But do you know what? For me, bizarre will be if something will be not bizarre, because this year, and I don't want to say this year, but last, I don't know, like since pandemic started and people don't get it, for example, like, nah, it's only in China, nah, it's not a big deal. Chinese, I don't want to say this like that, but so many people believe like, nah, Chinese, they can do pretty much anything they will do in their inland, and they will get it under control and whatsoever. And that's it. So many people in the world believed that with pandemic, with CVD. But then, after a few months, not pandemic, epidemic, it was epidemic, it spread it to epidemic, and then boom, it was pandemic. And suddenly, all of a sudden, I don't know, after what, like, it was summer, let's say summer 2020 or something like that, and people start to realize that everything since this, everything will be different in this world. And that's the problem. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, and here's an example. So if you have a high-powered wormhole and it's sucking, literally it looks like something's pulling or sucking off of the sun.
You are searching for this article, right?
Yeah, so it's right here, huge portion of the sun. Swirls, breaks off surface and swirls around its north pole. And you can see the way it pulls off of the sun. That looks like some kind of pressure or pulling.
But this is it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So many people don't believe us, but this is it, what we are talking about for so many months, almost years, and nobody believes us.
People believe us, but yeah, it should have, the information should have gotten out there further, so we could be in a better place right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but when people don't believe someone, it's really hard. They don't know who to follow.
I know.
But look at that. I mean, that's there are people that are watching the sun, and I know that they do a pretty good job of it. You know, telling people what's going on and
But
the reactions.
some, I mean, mm, you know, star-wise, sun is very, very small, or let's say comparison with other stars, it's very, very small and super, let's say, very weak. It's weak, 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 weak. There are huge stars and very powerful. I'm just FYI, do you know what
But that's just an example to explain.
No, I understand you. I understand
yeah,
you.
the effect.
This is it. This is it. What I'm talking about. It is. How can I say it? It is a warning sign that there is something wrong, and this is not it is something wrong with sun. No, it is something wrong with the whole solar system, and this is it. What I'm talking about, because 99.99% of mass of solar system is sun. So what the heck it will go after? I mean, my bad. The tentacle of wormhole will go after as first. Sun, of course. Oh my God.
Because of the density. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. What?
Because of the density.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And the mass, I mean,
mass,
yes.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So what about, so then the galactic community will say, you know, those that have other civilizations elsewhere, and other species and races that are already existing, they definitely are not happy with the Earth right now, and all of these quantum computers, CERN, and many of these other projects.
But this is the problem. They don't care because they believe, let's say, I don't want to say they don't care. They believe, and that's the problem. They don't care because they are thinking sorry, my bad. They think as they are. So that means if we are that we've got colonized, I don't know how many dozens of another planets. Okay, that will be not a big deal for you to move to another planet, but yike, that's kind of just a little bit big deal for us. Do you know what I mean? Because of course, and that's another big problem. And this is it, big problem. There are certain elites, and this is another stuff, another, let's say, what big deal. There are elites, they can go to another planets, but it's only very, very, very small percentage of people they will do it, or can do it, or let's say they can afford it, or do you know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's it.
So that means that it diminishes everyone down to nothing. I mean, the humanity as a whole will
pretty much.
Well, there's nothing that humanity can do to object to these experiments because they're being run by other ETs on the planet. Isn't that correct? Or corporations?
Yeah. Pretty much all kind of those huge corpos, like corporations, are running by, you know, those another ET species. I mean, like outer species, if you want to call it that way. Yeah, that's true.
So, and they're aware that they're destroying humanity.
Destroying humanity. They are living their own way, their own system. you know. But just by the way, look, living on another planet, not planet, planets.
Mm-hmm.
How many centuries? No, centuries. I am not optimist. How many millennia, so thousands of years of evolvement of human body will it take to do you know what I mean? Involve to go to all another, do you know what I mean? Different everything like atmosphere, lack of atmosphere, or whatever. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's totally different stuff. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so they're just existing, but we're impacting what's happening here from other ETs that are sabotaging us in a way, or conducting experiments on this planet that maybe they could conduct somewhere else. I don't know. I mean, what is the answer?
No, you are very right, because for example, there are so many species that they are highly how can I say, the highly that highly technologically advanced and enhanced. I don't know, super highly whatever, but they completely lose their own war. And I was like, what war, or which war? No, they lose war for reproduction. And so many people will, nah, no, it's not true that they are stealing. I mean, stealing, quotes in quotes, stealing, abducting women. No, not only women. This is not true. Men too,
Mm-hmm.
with certain specific genetic, I mean DNA profile, for hybridization and whatever. Do you know what I mean? This is the truth. Like it as you, I mean, get it as you like. Those are pure facts.
Yep. I know.
And those stuff, what happens, I mean, how can I say, the recent, how can we call it, occasions, do you know what I mean, the situations, what happened, this is it. Because for what kind of things they've got all kind of those tremendous amounts of technological advancement, nothing. It's for nothing for them if there is no way for reproduction for them.
Right. So they
Nothing.
so they can't enjoy anything. But why is it? How did it become humanity's problem?
No, Jessica, please. Because they are selfish. They don't think like we are thinking. They think like me, I. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Myself, me. Do you know what I mean? They are not like that. I mean, they don't think like you are thinking, like me, or whoever. They are, how can I say, invading species. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah,
predators, more like predators, or
yeah,
entitled.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But we could say no to them if we're aware of it, right?
But that's the problem. We can. But if we don't know about all the situation, we simply cannot.
Right. And people that, out there actively dating or meeting other people, they don't really know who they're connecting with.
And this is another problem, because so many people, and just by the way, especially young, nice people, and this is matter of not question, matter of point of view, they are not people. They are some sort of hybrids, crossbreeds or whatever, and this is it. They just need certain amounts of percentage of and once again, no, 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 no. Not only, okay, she is, do you know what I'm trying to say? She is, I don't know, white, I mean, Caucasian, she's Asian, she's, I don't know, African American, whatever. No, 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 or she's red. No, it is not only about women. Believe me, it is about the men too. I don't know, you will be very, very surprised how can I say it, how high demand is for men. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not surprised because a lot of men have gotten pulled into love bites.
No, 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 no. I'm saying like demand for main parts from you know, ET races, because they simply can't. They've got how can I say it? Women, but technically that's the problem, because we've got only two genders. But how in the world we can talk if they've got 6, 8, or I don't know, 10 or 14,
right.
16?
I need you to hold on a second.
No,
you said male parts, not just men, and not just their DNA, and not just their...
No, not the male parts. This is my problem. But male parts, I mean, like, do you know what I mean? Once there is intimate encounter, so
yeah.
This is my
sperm?
problem.
You saying sperm?
Yes, sorry.
Okay, because I didn't know if they were. Well, I'm sure they're behind the transgender agenda.
No. This is that was my problem. Not male part. No, not male parts.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But I want to say male parts, because after the sperm, yes, thank you. Because now only we've got two, men and women. But if they've got like 6, 8, or maybe 10, 12 genders, that's kind of problem to define what is. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's the problem.
Well, there's these people that are saying that they're more than one gender, multiple genders, or definition.
And I know they are. And give me a second. And that's the problem. I mean, technically, it is not a problem from my point of view, and many people will start to hate me. But from my point of view, this is not, don't want to say problem, but technically, those people are just saying that they are not completely people, because they are just saying what they are. Do you know what I mean? Or not?
Not really. No. Not in that context.
No,
so you're saying,
because they are not completely people, no?
So you're saying, all right, so there are ETs here that are living as humans.
And so many.
Right, and they're living as humans, and they're saying that they're multiple genders.
Exactly.
So
perfect.
And they have a very strong voice.
Yes,
and
but
want
this
to
is
change
it. But
humanity
this is
that
it.
way.
I mean, I am not saying that they should have strong, quotes in quotes, stronger voice than normal people.
But they do.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Right,
definitely not. But I am saying that this is situation like how can I say it? That's who they are. It is. It
right.
is. Help me. It is hybrids and crossbreeds, right? Because they've got so wide variety of don't want to say sexes or genders, or I don't know how. What is the right word to call it? You need to help me, please.
Well, I can't. It's not orientation. I mean, I guess genders or
genders,
or definitions of.
No. I mean,
they call themselves he, she, or them. Like, so it's a plural.
No, please. I am talking about like physically, okay? The organs.
Okay.
No, don't laugh, because
I don't know where this is going. This is scaring me. All right, so
because this is it what I'm saying. From my point of view, those
they've taken over. They've taken over our planet, and they're imposing their orientation and their multiple, because they say that they're more than one. It's not just I or me. It's us and them, or yeah, it's something like that. I don't, I'm not an expert on this, but so, people say, well, this doesn't make any sense why it's plural, but if it's more than one of something, then it creates a plural, I guess. And
no,
so
please, I don't want to talk deeply in it, but I'm just saying.
Dug right in.
I'm just saying that there are so many of them here, and for me it is normal because I worked with them for more than 3 decades. No, I mean it for real. Okay?
Yeah, but did they say that they were taking over the planet? I mean, is that what they told you?
No, I am saying that for me it is completely normal.
But did they tell you they were going to take over the planet? Because they essentially have.
Never. Nope. Never.
But that's what happened.
Oh, that's the problem. I am not. How can I say it? I am not okay with it. No.
Okay, yeah, because we're not supposed to be taken over. Humanity is supposed to be developing on their own, and they should at least reveal who they are, and then people would be more understanding, I would think, unless they're afraid that we won't accept them as they are. But I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same thing of what we're going through, but it's technically wasn't supposed to be our issue. You see what I'm saying?
No, yeah, you are right.
So, well, that's a whole other topic. But meanwhile, it is and it isn't, because it's still a domination of other races coming here and doing things and imposing different things, and even destroying things that are supposed to be sacred to us. For example, what happened in Ohio, where the trains collided and it released toxic gases into the air, into the atmosphere, on the ground, killing animals and anything that's living that couldn't handle it, and probably residual effect will be serious health issues, cancers, and so forth. Where's the accountability for this? I mean, it's obvious that that the
but
balloons.
Give me a second. And why it happened? Do you know why it happened? I will say you why. Because rail and I don't know how it is possible. Both of rail drivers, or let's say train drivers, please don't laugh. They fell asleep. No, I mean it for real. They fell asleep.
Did someone make them fall asleep?
From my point of view, I don't want to say I know it, but I will be not surprised.
And who would be involved in something like this?
Okay. Let's say that it was test.
How is it? This is a test. This is killing natural things and the Earth.
No, I'm talking it was a test because in Ohio there is a test site. There is a test site for it is antenna, okay? It is antenna, very well hidden antenna in forests, right? Nobody you will not notice. Nobody, even the army, will notice it. Only even the special commando, I mean the units, they installed it. Will know where it is.
This wire. And what is
sorry, what?
And what was it again? It was
test of the antenna.
Okay.
I mean, because they made few tests, but it wasn't, or let's say it didn't play it out as they want, or let's say wanted. And this.
What did they want it to do? I mean, look at this.
Hey, please say me. Be honest. How many tests were good? No, be honest with me. How many tests are
So
good?
this is experimentation on the planet with the scientists who are related to the ETs that have taken over the planet.
Yeah. Because people are, and I will say loudly, idiots.
Why are people idiots? I don't agree with that.
No, because people want to do crazy experimentation on each. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Scientists are idiots.
I mean, they studied crazy complicated schools, of course, universities, not colleges, but they are twisted, wicked-minded. Yeah, you are right. You are right. That's it. How it is, like it or not.
You mean like the something like MIT or some of these technical
something
schools
like that? Of course, they are not normal. Please say me that this is normal. No, no. Of course it is. This is not normal. Oh my God.
Yep, it's bad.
This is not bad. This is absolutely crazy.
Well, they're calling this the Chernobyl of the U.S.
Yeah, of course.
And so, how are we going to clean this up?
This will be for decades.
Was Ohio targeted for a specific reason, or?
No, they are making it. I mean, let's say they created networks of antennas, and then like, okay, this. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And there was like, oh, great. It's like fine. Weather conditions, and here we go. Do you know what I mean? Oh my God.
But how did they get them to fall asleep? You said that they fell asleep.
Huh?
You said that the drivers fell asleep as well.
Not drivers. The people, they were the people, the drivers, they were, you know, they were getting the machine, you know, the railways. That's it. You know what I mean?
We talked about the balloons, and I wanted to bring up.
Or not? You don't get it?
That they created an environment that they would fall asleep.
Yeah.
We talked about the balloons that were in last night, and someone sent me, reminded me of this video.
Okay.
And
Where
it's
are you, video?
by Nina.
Okay. So they've got like 90. How many balloons?
99
Still?
looped balloons.
No, but give me a second. They've got 93 left. Sorry.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what's going on. But yeah, it's let's see, 99 red balloons go by, and then something else is out there. The war machine springs to life. Open up one eager eye, focusing it on the sky. The 99 loop balloons go by.
That was desperate love, please.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
99 Decision Street, 99 ministers meet to worry, super scurry. Call the troops out in a hurry. This is what we've waited for. This is it, boys. This is war. The president is on the line. The 99 loop balloons go by. 99 Knights of the Air ride super high-tech jet fighters. Everyone's a superhero. Everyone's a Captain Kirk. And so it's a spaceship, Captain Kirk, and the jet fighters, which we're seeing that. And the orders to identify, to clarify and classify, scrambling the summer sky. Well, it's not the summer, but, you know, I mean, the song is pretty revealing.
This is not okay.
And also, the Super Bowl came out with, U2 had a video, and it's definitely a balloon. This came out 2 days ago. So
Yeah.
They would have been in production creating this. And there it is. I mean, it's supposed to be an aircraft, but what does it look like?
Yeah.
And this is from the U2 Achtung Baby live at the Sphere extended Super Bowl trailer.
I don't understand. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I know some basic rules of football, but I never was into Super Bowl. I mean, I never was.
So, I mean, according to what you were saying in this video, it's like these people get abducted, they get pulled into space, and then they get pulled onto the ship, and it's like they're starting off with another civilization of humanity.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So, getting back to what happened in Romania, you said that the ACIO couldn't identify what species showed up.
Of course not. It was so weird. But how in the world somebody will do it? How in the world will use hypersonic jet fighters? They should be 24 or whatever, 25 years, you know, retired. It doesn't make any sense. Like, no, simply no. No, this doesn't make any sense, jeez.
You said that they got shot down. So did anyone get a hold of the vehicle and
the airplane?
The airplane.
That's the problem. Shot and didn't shot, because they simply vanished.
Okay.
So it was like somebody. It was somebody. My bad. This need to be edited. Somehow it was somehow damaged. That was just a little bit question. Just a little question. What it was or how it was damaged, and then I am talking like a kid. Child, because it doesn't make any sense once it is flying like Mach 28 or 30 or whatever, so 30 times faster than sound, and then it can't catch it, and it simply disappeared. and it was damaged. And I was like, what? It doesn't make
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense. So nothing left, no debris. Do you know? I mean, no. Do you know what I'm
No
trying to say?
traces or evidence
Yeah.
left over.
I mean, nothing was left on the, on the soil or whatever, on the asphalt or concrete, or I don't know how can I call it. Jeez.
There was a weird spiral cloud over
And that's my
Turkey.
question. And that's my question. How is it? And then, just by the way, another stuff. Super high level and intensity of radiation. Then it was like what they are like. It was anthrax and I don't know how, whatever. Oh, okay. Yeah,
This
yeah, I
happened
know.
first before all of those unidentified objects showed up, unless, correct me if I'm wrong. Were they already
Where?
there?
Ah, you mean on Turkish Syria border?
Yeah.
Yes, we will talk about it. But give me a second. Give me a second. The thing is, all of this happened, and then it disappeared. How in the world can, I don't know how many it will, it is like, I don't know, like RDS 202, so also called Kuskina match or Tsar Bomba, so it's like 60 megatons TMT will flash, so that means super crazy stuff will explode. No, I'm not talking about how powerful, but that kind of crazy level of radiation, and then it is nothing. It doesn't make any sense.
That's what the
That's what's
spacecraft.
happened. That's what happened.
Wow. So then they released all that radiation in Romania. Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
but it was like here and there and there and here, and it's like, what? What?
Yeah.
What? And then some sort of anthrax-ish or whatever-ish. What in the world? This is some sort of anomaly. Everything is anomaly. It is we are living in a world of anomalies.
All right. So you're saying that these beings that came in expelled, the vehicles expelled radiation in a biochemical
Warfare. Please,
Yeah.
not they are aircrafts.
Aircraft.
Yeah, yeah. But how? I mean, because it should be there. It should reach the soil, the surface, or the water. Do you know what I mean?
Even if they came from another
It should,
reality, even if they, I'm sorry, even if they came from like a bled through or from a parallel or something, then their intention was to create a pandemic with anthrax.
for example, and it simply isn't. How? What is going on right now? It doesn't make any sense. Do you know what I'm trying? We are living in a world of bizarreness.
So I have a question too, and I haven't discussed this with you, but there was a friend of mine who she was sharing a whole bunch of information, and then all of a sudden I saw simulations running, and she lives near an Air Force base, I think it's an Air Force base or a military base in Arizona. But I saw some kind of simulations running. And do you have any information on that? Like,
Yeah.
is the military running simulations, or are they doing something different in Arizona?
Oh
Like,
yeah, in Arizona is crazy about that right now.
what is the simulations for?
I can't talk about that right now.
Is it hurting her?
Not her, everybody in Arizona pretty much.
Is it going to stop? I mean, is this here again more experiments?
Do you really believe that they will ask people? Oh my God. They are government, they are the army, they will not ask.
Yeah, they have some really weird things there.
But I'm just saying, it's like, sorry, but I will go there back. If they will do something, how is it possible that it was there and all of a sudden it isn't? It doesn't make any sense for me.
No, because we have time-space anomalies happening everywhere.
Yeah, but it is like a clean zone. It is like, nothing happened.
There's no military bases over there in Romania, right?
Yeah, but please, it is completely weird. It is ridiculous. How? Oh.
Because I mean, I don't know. Are they trying to hide it from us, or is it actually just spitting out? It's just like coming in, phase shifting in, and then out.
From my point of view, they are making complete. How can I say it? They are making completely, let's say, perfect phase shifting. So, like, okay, and then boom, and they will be here. But that's the problem.
But then they leave just as fast.
Yeah, that will be, yeah.
Are you aware?
We will have problem, like, absolutely crazy. Yeah.
Are you aware of another parallel in some kind of war or going through something similar to us right now?
No. And that's the problem. It can happen any day. Any day.
But it could come in from a distant space if it's, coming in through this wormhole. And that spiral that appeared over in Turkey, which is clear that something came through that.
Yeah.
And I'll just share that.
No, I saw it.
Yeah, I'm just going to share it with people. So, what information do you have on this, Peter? It's very weird.
It is not very weird or whatever. It was a test. It was a bomb test, right?
Oh, okay.
And this is the problem. It was the shadow group bomb test.
So they were, you said that they were involved with this earthquake.
Yeah, I saw that, and I'm still insisting on that.
Yeah.
But what the heck? It's like more than 41, almost 42 100 death, 120,000 very bad injured, and I was like, nah, not a big deal. And it's like, what the heck? And do you know what is crazy? They said once, like, so many buildings were totally destroyed and whatever, and they said, no, you are crazy. You can't build. You can't construct buildings. You need to go to Japan. They will teach you. What the heck? They are crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a mess. I mean, just everything, all these weird things happening every day.
Yes,
wake up.
they've got this scalar weapon. Just by the way, developed by British company, tested, believe me or not, in Northern Territory, in Australia. It is officially named Northern Territory, but it is in very, very central part of Australia. And try to guess what? Nobody knows that something like that happened, because they already very, very fast made the time and space anomaly. I mean, like, let's call it time and space capsule. And they did so because they need to force Turkey to admit or to accept Sweden and Finland to go to NATO. And just by the way, to accept more nuclear arsenal, US nuclear arsenal, and just by the way, of course, British arsenal to get to install to Turkey and whatever and whatsoever. So they did what they did.
This was all the shadow group orchestrated.
Of course, no. Yeah. Of course, shadow group. Definitely not the UK. UK government. Those ladies and gentlemen, they are not that stupid. They are not.
Yeah.
And of course, King George, definitely not that stupid. Definitely not. They are. They've got this kind of finesse. Do you know what I mean? They know what they are doing. But shadow group,
Well, they can blame others, so they don't have to.
Yeah. Hey, look, that's what they are masters of. Yeah, blame. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You nailed it. Yeah. But I am just saying how it is. Oh man, I don't know how can I call it. It's so frustrating.
Right. It is. It's frustrating for everyone because no one really knows what to expect from day to day, and people want to know that they're safe. And there's so many different things happening around the world that makes people feel like the world is in flux or volatile, similar to what the wormholes are doing to the galaxy, right?
Yeah, but this is the stuff, even the China, they want to. It was, let's say, for them, it was such a. Let's say, it was such a toy for, let's call it, preteen age. And it was, like, no, don't give matches to children. And not even pre-teenage, but I don't know, to kindergarten. Do you know what I mean? And we know what can happen. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want to say that Chinese people are, Chinese elites, that they are dumb. Definitely not. But at that time, let's say that they were not 100%, or let's say fully aware what can, or let's say what is capable of, or what all is capable of, the wormhole. Do you know what I mean? It's like opening Pandora's box, if we can call it that way. Do you know what I mean?
I do. Yeah. So
now
we need to
they are
close
like
it.
they are just going, and they're like, oh, this is the problem now. And then
Are they getting a visit from the ACIO yet?
Sorry, what?
Have they gotten a visit from the ACIO about their activities?
Yes, of course they've got, but that's the problem, because we've got so many friends from all around the universe.
Right.
But our, please, and don't laugh, okay? Please don't make ROLF. Our is the smallest wormhole. So
We have the smallest wormhole.
yes, and the light and the smallest wormhole and the less powerful. That's the problem. So the other species, they've got the much bigger problems with wormholes than we have.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they're dealing with. Maybe they're more used to dealing with these problems.
Believe me, with much bigger problems.
Really?
No, I mean, if we are talking about wormholes, definitely. I mean, if they started to talk, I'm like, what? And they were like, oh yeah, you opened Pandora's box, and I was like, mm-hmm.
Who was this? Which group said that?
No, I'm saying it like, okay, Pandora's box, and they started to laugh because they studied the. Do you know what I mean?
Mythology.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So which ETs were these?
Oh, the Arameans.
Arameans. It's almost like Aramaic or the early Hebrews.
Yep.
And where are they based out of, Peter?
Oh my God, they are from a complete another dimension.
Mm-hmm.
But technically, we are calling them Arameans, but they are Aramayas.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they are Aramayas, but we are calling them Arameans, like for, how can I say it?
Plural. Like
easier pronunciation, but they are Aramayas. Give me a second, I can maybe write it.
Yeah, and what do they look like?
Like that. Can you see it?
Yeah, chat? It's Aramayas.
Aramayas, yeah. Mm-hmm. They are good. Do you know what? Actually, they are very similar to Arabic people.
Yeah. I've heard people have that discussion that, who actually belongs there first.
Yes. Do you know what? It's so and once it was this desperate discussion, and it was like, do you know what? Actually, we can merge your wormhole with our wormhole, and maybe they will crash each other, and we start to laugh. Sorry, it was desperate laugh.
Yeah. Until they do it.
No, I was just like, we were making fun from that. Oh my God.
So some people are probably like, wait a minute, the world's falling apart and the two of you are laughing.
And yes, sorry for that. But I mean, what in the world should we do? Because if we do things, I don't want to say do, but take things 100% serious, we will get nuts. Or let's say, and in the nuts house, in mental institution.
Well, I think that we survive if we keep our emotions, not to be emotionless, but to understand that there's other things that can happen that can shift time, space, or that can be in our favor. Just as easily as something bad can happen very quickly, something good could happen very quickly. So according to how the Galactics want to help us. But I'm not really all for that whole escape route method, like that whole thing waiting for a ship to come pick me up and take me out of here.
Yes, but just by the way, sorry for that. Let's be serious. Actually, we talked about the whole situation. Sorry, be serious. We talked about the whole situation with Chinese scientists about merging. It was 12th dimension. Our merging our wormhole with Aramayan's wormhole.
Yeah.
And it looks that it actually can happen. That means we can use it. I mean, how can I call it? We can use it. That means like, okay, we can use it for constant transport, but it will not do whatever it wants, like, do you know what I mean, bizarre things, bleed roots, and whatever. And just by the way, 2 or 3 days, I don't want to fool you right now, after we got to this conclusion, they got to us with the same thing. But we need to get better calculations, because we don't need to make, you know what I mean, some sort of things like, yeah, that will be great, and then, do you know what I mean, we will be nothing, like nowhere will happen. Do you know what I mean?
But isn't this is an experiment? So if have we done experiments like this before with combining wormholes or joining wormholes together from different regions?
Oh, many times.
And that's why we have unusual things that happen here on the planet in our history.
Okay, let's say yes and no, because you are right on one hand, but we are still living on the other hand.
What do you mean?
That I am talking like making total crazy experiments, let's say Tesla way experiments, like, you know, Nikola Tesla was this, like, you know, crazy scientist, almost like, do you know what I'm trying to say? He was absolutely mad scientist. So if we will not make something like that, we will be long gone, like for centuries, and I mean it for real. Okay, so it is always like that. It is always try and learn, always.
So then that's an outcome of possibility that things
I am
could
not
change.
saying that we will do it tomorrow, or maybe 1 or 2 hours after this show, but I'm just saying that after certain calculations, you know.
Yep.
Maybe it will be done. I'm just saying.
So by the time we get the show out, it would have already happened.
Maybe. No, I'm just making fun from that.
Okay.
But you know, it's because this is the basic thing, because we are already, this is it, we are already in the 5th dimension, and
you mean the whole Earth?
Despite so many people don't take it that way. So that means we are odd, but 12, it's even. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And odd and even, it's perfect way how to make it completely fine. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. That's it. And just by the way, if you make it together, because I was like, what the heck are you talking about? It's absolutely, it's the easiest of the easier math. 5 plus 12 is what? 17. What is prime number? Just by the way. What means that it should work? I don't know.
When you say it should work, like it's not going to collapse or
Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
And what happens if it does collapse?
No, there are those energetic principles, very good
Right.
friends of ours who are doing with physical frequencies are talking about, they're talking about how it is affecting Milky Way, so our galaxy, and not only our galaxy, but pretty much our, not only universe, but dimension. You know what I mean? That's it.
These are our Council of 5?
No, human or mankind, but pretty much it was, let's say, in Council of 5, they say, yep, you are right. That's it, how it is.
So that they'll give permission as well as
not
advice.
Permission. They say, yes.
Validate
they
it.
say like, yeah, it is how it is. That's
Yeah.
it, how it is. Yeah.
Yeah, because they sort of just show up, don't they? When
Yeah. They say, where the heck is Italo Disco and where the heck is coffee? Oh my God, no.
Well, I think they've been around because the dog, our dog is trying to drink my coffee lately.
No.
So I don't know if
Yeah, of course.
Gary's over here playing with me because I saw the dog go by, keep sniffing at it, like really wanting the coffee.
Coffee. Oh my God.
I don't blame him. I like coffee too. So, Peter, I know, like I said, people see us, we seem somewhat relaxed because amidst the chaos, there are solutions.
No, I mean that's the whole situation. I mean, because it's the whole stuff. If we call it status quo in Latin, it's so crazy that if we take it absolutely serious, we will will be blown up. So we can't
Right,
take
we
it.
lose control. You can't think clearly. You are expecting the worst. You sometimes can get sick.
Yeah.
You stop doing the things that are helpful to others and yourself. Yeah, it's counterproductive. So I'm glad that we had this conversation because I want people to see this side of it. Even though, like, we talk about very difficult things to look at and it's in the news and we need to address it. But at the end of the day, we know that we're going to be okay in our own way, in our own.
Yeah, you are right.
Yeah.
You are right. That's true.
Yeah. In sharing the information, understanding it, and not getting so much in fear. Right?
Yeah, I'm just saying, and it's like I think like, and how is the situation in Brazil? And I was like, what? And I was like, you don't know? And I was like, no. And it because it was like, it's Amazon. And so I was like, what do you mean? Because Amazon Prime. Oh my God. Gary is crazy.
Yeah,
Amazon Prime number. No, it is Amazon Prime. And then I was like, oh my God. Gary is simply Gary.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
For those who don't know who Gary is, Gary's an unearther.
Yeah, he's like 4 feet. He's gray, and he got huge black eyes, and he loves coffee and Italo disco, 80s Italo disco, right?
This summer we were traveling, and For some reason, Italo Disco came up, and we knew. I said, "Oh, Gary must be with us."
Oh yeah, of
Yeah.
course. That's Gary.
So we were just listening to it, and I never, like, I remember you talking about Italo Disco, but I didn't think anything of it. And when I started listening to it, it was very much like those disco days when I was young.
No,
When
but
disco came out. Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Those were the times.
I think it's Giorgio.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what's really funny, Peter, is
No.
it started off that I was looking at, I think it was I don't know if it was on YouTube or whatever, and someone did this whole thing where it was kind of like these like crazy little videos, and the guy would say, "Hello, my name is Giorgio," but sometimes I don't know if sometimes they call me Georgie or something like that. And I didn't realize it, but it was related to that guy that started Italo Disco. So it's
Yeah.
while I was in
Okay.
the car, I was just scrolling through and I was drawn to these videos, and just because it was nonsense, it was just to get my mind off of things. And you know, you're traveling a lot and sitting in a car, so then I
Oh my
realized
God.
that it brought us to Italo Disco. So knowing that he was right there was kind of funny.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Uh,
But you know, that goes way back when we first met and we started talking about Italo Disco.
yeah.
And recommend for people to listen to it for a little while. It's kind of fun. And it has, like, you know, kind of a interesting vibe to it. I'm trying to think of his name, Giorgio Armani. No, it's not
Yeah,
Giorgio.
something like
Marotta. Giorgio Marotta. Here, I'll do a shared screen. Yeah, this is him right. That was him when he started doing it.
Long time ago.
Yeah, it reminds me of was it that Luigi and whatever from the video game, one of the first video games too.
Oh my God, that was long time ago.
Yeah, and that's he's the one that started the whole Italo Disco. So I always thought, well, he must be. Is he an ET or is related
Yeah,
to?
something.
Yeah.
Something.
Yep. So anyhow, just a lighter way to end the show than
Yeah,
usual.
I think that's kind of good way to end today's show, actually.
Okay.
And so I want to say thank you very much to giving me another opportunity to be on your channel. Thank you very much to all of you, our listeners, to listen till the end of our show. And I'm looking forward for next time. Hold tight. Bye bye.
Okay, and thank you everyone for being here. I'm glad that we could possibly provide some hope, even though things look like it's a little crazy. Hang on there, and we'll continue to provide information. So have a good day.
You have been listening to the Disclosures with Peter the Insider and Jessica Marrocco. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Visit www.acio-agency.org and www.readingsbyarael.com. Post your questions and comments below. We look forward to hearing from you. Feel free to support our work. All the links can be found in the description. Thank you.